Hey guys, Paul here from Lost Motor Garage. Today we're going to be working on my bike. This is roof. So this is my gorgeous 1996 Aussie. If you guys don't know about this, I'll show you some stuff. It's only got 26,000 Ks in it. I've got the original owner's manual and service warranty book. And like it's still got the original blinkers that flash. And there you've got the park lights. So what we're doing today, I'll show you. We're going to replace the choke cable, and I thought I'll take you guys with me. Just wanted to double check I had a new cable in stock. Just get the Honda ones. Even go directly to your dealership, that's the number there. Or you can actually contact Omar through Excite Bikes. Type in that part number, will come up. Shop and trolley, you'll have it in a couple of days. So happy days. Let's get this seat off, the fuel tap off, and then we can start undoing the bolts for the tank. Just pull back your corners and you'll expose two Allen keys, one there, one on the other side. They should be Allen keys. Just take note, there's a spacer in here, or there should be a spacer in the plastic. There's that spacer I was talking about. I might just pop this one so you guys can see it. There you go. And that's why a lot of these seats are missing, because they can just fall out. This one's being, just to see that spacer there. Oh, hang on. There you go. Just a spacer there. See the hole's big, that slips in there, and then the screw goes in there. Happy days. I'll put that aside. Let's get the tank off. You should have a 12mm bolt here, and there's a spacer. So this bike is all original, so we'll go from there. And then there's an 8mm just here. Oh, and don't forget the fuel tap. How gorgeous is this tank? Honestly, I've got to really focus when I remove this tank. It's even got the, see, it's got the real silver around the wings and the lettering too. Absolutely amazing. Oh, and this spacer sits underneath that front rubber, and look, when they get old, and it can fall out and go everywhere. So it's spacer underneath on the front there, and then this bolt goes on top with a washer, and the back rubber like that, right? And then this goes through that way, another spacer and a bolt. Right, now we got this off here. So there's your vacuum hose, and there's your fuel line. It's so much easier to use the original clips, don't be putting hose clamps on. So I'm going to whip up this air box so I can get to the choke cable at the front. Oh, that's about as far as you need to go. So I'm just whipping this off here. It just connects here, just in front of the cables there. Can you see that? Yeah, it just connects there, and that clips on there. I've seen a lot of these bikes, they're snapped there. There's the choke cable connection there, right where my finger is. Oh, hang on. What are you doing, camera? Oh, this camera sometimes. There we go. Gets really emotional while you're filming. There we go. There's the choke cable there. So, yeah, it's a bit of a trick. I'll show you. Now, it can be tricky to get this Phillips head, so I'm using a right-angle Phillips head driver there. There you go. Just got to loosen that screw off, don't go to town. Just moved. Pop that out of its little holder. And take note, it runs on that inside of that coil there. So now we're going to do something tricky. I'm going to give it as much slack as possible. All right, I'm going to do this two hands. I so happen to have a set of carbies off a bike, so I was going to show you. So this cable, right, it slips in this side and it comes around, and obviously it's locked into there. Oh, hang on, locked into there like that. So the trick is, when you undo it from here, you take it out of there, you can't really get the cable around because the cable's bent like this. So what I had to do is get my long nose pliers and bend this around to get it out. Oh, get it around out of the holder. What I like to do is, see how the end of the cable is like that. If you pull, I've got to loosen this off, it's a bit tight. Now I've just pulled on the cable. What you want to do is you want to feed the new cable when it's all the way like that, so it makes it easy to get through the little grooves. I'll show you. See that there? That's the clutch cable there, and there's a little L bracket that bolts off the lines. Your bike should have it, or might be gone missing. So we're going to feed that through there, and just, I can't do this. Get my hand up there, just to the right there. Oh, where'd that go? There's a fan shroud. I'm going to go on top of the fan. There you can see that. I'll see if I can get the camera up in there. Oh, this is so difficult. Trying to make sure you guys can see where it goes. Can you see that? Probably not. Here we go. What's the camera doing? There you go. So just to the right of that plastic bit. And what we do now, all this is, man, this camera needs to go to the school of obedience. So now we're going to go under this lead, get on this. We're going to go all the way up. A little bit of a trick again. So now I'm going to pull the cable out as much as I can. We're going to feed it and spin it around. Why is this? Don't do that. Yes. Right, let's try this. Hook it in and spin. I'm in the first bit and then, come on, get. This is really difficult one-handed. I'm telling you that right now. I do have a chest thingy for the camera, but it just makes it a bit hard sometimes. Right, go around. Yeah, I got it. Now, got that hooked. I can pull this back up again now. It is easy to take the carbies out, but if you don't need to pull stuff apart, don't, because otherwise things happen and things go wrong, and then you'll be wondering, is this because I changed the choke cable? All right, that's in the holder now. That's it, job done. So here you go, goes into here. I tighten this up by hand because it's only plastic. It's very common that over time the plastic thread breaks away from the very top here. And the other fun fact is here, just under here, see that plastic thing here? That actually tightens. So if you turn this back up here, if you turn this, it actually applies pressure to let the choke slide. See, it's still sliding a bit. So if I push this up and then tighten this black plastic bit, it'll hold it up easier. So it doesn't always return back. So got to make sure, most crucial thing is down here. So when you adjust the choke cable, try to get it, you got to have some play, right? You can't have it all the way here, because what can happen, it can be holding the choke on slightly and you not know it, just enough. So you needs to set it about there. You'd rather have a little bit of free play. So when you turn the choke on, it's moving, turning choke on and coming off. All right, that's it, guys. I'm going to put this back together. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Whoa, man, this camera is doing some weird stuff today. So yeah, I'll just put this back together, start it and run it, and should be happy days. Yeah, job done. Bike's all together running, and this is the stock standard exhaust with the stock standard wop wop. It's there, but ever so slightly. How fresh is this thing, eh? I absolutely love this thing. Can't see it leaving my stable anytime soon, but who knows? Could get to a point one day I'll go, I need to sell it, but hope not. Hope it's not in the future. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks to guys who have subscribed. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps us to grow the channel and get more content out like this. Thank you very much. Bye.